Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a small video on replacing the rear arms on the GTR. So we got both arms out. It was super easy, just sort of managed to pull the shock out of the way and drop them down. So all we had to do is undo it here, undo it at the back, just pull the shock out of the way, and it slipped down in between the rear hub and the lower control arm. Let's get these new ones out. So we'll finish these arms off tomorrow. This afternoon we're going to do something different. We're going to head up the road to Brad's Fish and Drifts. He had a competition on the weekend, a drifting event in his R33, and he didn't make it. She stopped halfway through. So we're going to go check that out for him. Righto, so this afternoon we've come up to see the boys at Fish and Drifts. Brad's got his 33 here. We've also come up to check out the 86, which has come a long way since I last seen it. Can't show you too much on that though, because those boys are doing it on their own channel, so make sure you subscribe and check that out. We're actually here today to see the 33. So what'd you do, Brad? Tell us.
I went drifting, and then all of a sudden I wasn't drifting.
So yeah, I think he left it, like he jumped out to jump in another car, left it idling for 5 minutes, come back and it wasn't idling.
Well, yeah, it was turned
pretty
off.
much, yeah, and no one turned the key off. So funny thing is, it will start and run with all the injectors unplugged. So we're sort of guessing that it's injectors, but we're going to chuck the node light on it anyway and pull the coil packs out and just check the spark plugs. Got the node light connected up to it now, and I'll get Brad to wind it over.
Ready, mate?
Yep. Yep. So you can clearly see the injector pulse is working pretty strong. It's a little bit weak at the start, but that's normal with a standard crank angle sensor.
And it starts
and runs with
and it starts without the plugs on.
With all the plugs off, which is pretty cool. So it's a common rail diesel. So yeah, we're pretty 99% sure it's injectors, but we'll pull the plugs out and check them out anyway and see if they're wet. That we can, look, it's not going to start and run now. If it fucking started and run now, I'd be very shocked. Okay, so we've come to the conclusion Brad's going to need 6 new injectors. That's unfortunate, but it means he can get a new set of injectors and get it back up and running, and then he can spend all his time on the 86.
That's the plan, mate.
Yeah. So I hope you liked today's video. It was cool to come up and catch up with Fish and Drifts. Speak.
24 hours later.
Taking them out. Got the hard race arms here ready to go in the 32. It's a nice afternoon here today, so we're going to chuck these things in and get the GTR back on the road. Okay, so we just finished fitting the upper hard race arms. A little bit to just do this bit here to work out how far you wanted the large adjuster compared to the small adjuster. So there's 2 adjusters there, and if you had the small one too far out, it's quite a skinny bolt or a skinnier part of the thread, and I was worried that that was a weak spot. I'm sure Hard Race had that figured out.